Sometimes I wish you never told me that you love me.
Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing a day in my life today. I'm actually at work right now, so we are planning to reopen the lab and start seeing patients again. And as the team lead, I have to come into the lab to kind of prep everything, make sure all the computers are working, make sure everything is working. When I came in this morning, I actually noticed that the smoke detector is making a beeping sound, so I think it's time to change the battery. I actually came here on Wednesday actually. So I kind of already know what I need to get for the lab. So yeah, I went and ordered a few things from shoppers that we're going to be using for the lab. So I got some command tapes because yeah, I need command tapes for the PPEs that we are going to be using. So I had to get this sandwich Ziploc bags that we are going to be using for the electrodes. So I had to get this. Actually, let me even see the size of this bag because I bought it and I actually didn't check the size. Oh, the size. Where's the girl? Yeah, perfect. So I'm gonna be using this. Yeah, we had to develop a procedure on how we can resume work and what we should be doing. So yeah, I had to get a few things. I'm going to just go into one of the rooms and change the battery in the smoke detector because it's making a beeping sound and it's irritating. Right? So nobody's going to be able to sleep with that sound, right? So yeah, I need to change this. Yeah, okay, come with me guys, let me change this before my meeting starts. I have a conference call at 11, so I'm going to just, yeah, sorry, it's dark. I'm going to change the battery in the smoke detector and then prepare for the call. I didn't even look at who it was new before. Ah. I don't understand this thing. Nope. Okay, so I just finished putting the battery just right there. I'm going to see if it's still making a sound. I'll stay here for a bit and see if I did it well. I don't know if I did it. I will see if I did it well. Okay. I think it's good. I'm going to be in the lab for a bit anyway, so if I hear it, I'll just come in and check it again. I don't know. Yeah. No! Why is it worse? It's even worse than before. It's like even showing the lights now. They're not do it right. Okay, let me check it again.
And if you get more stringent on criteria, it's probably about 20% of the population that would meet criteria for having an insomnia disorder as categorized by DSM-4 or other classification systems. The management of insomnia is challenging in the medical community. There are drug treatments. The hypnotic medications have been available for a long time, but
okay, one is done. So I have the hooks up, and this is the face shields the techs will be wearing. I just put one sample here. Yeah, we are going to have one per tech, so each tech is going to have one of these every night, and every night they work, and for every patient they work on. So room 1 patient is only going to use, they are going to use the face shield for just room 1 patient, and then use this face shield for just room 3 patient. We're not using room 2 for now. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is this divider that we have between one tech and the other tech. So one tech is going to be working on this side and the other tech is going to be working on this side. Like, it's not perfect, but it is something, right? Like, it's just to maintain social distancing and whatnot. Don't mind my mask. Yeah, just to maintain social distancing. Yeah. And another thing that we also incorporated is to take out all the magazines that we have at the front, just to prevent cross-contamination. You know, too many people touching it at the same time, and then it's not easily wiped. You know, it's not something you can easily clean. So we just take out all the things that a lot of patients will be using. My manager actually suggested taping off this area as a, you know, no one should use this area, because when the patients come in, we just take them directly to the room. We don't want anyone sitting at the front, right? So another thing I'm going to have to do is also check for the parking. It's paid parking in this building, and each tech has a parking pass. Because we were closed for like a few months, I think 2 months, we had to like cancel the parking pass. So now that we are going to resume next week, we need to be able to, yeah, the techs need to be able to park, because I'm not going to be paying for anybody's parking. Because I need to go talk to the person in the parking office and see if my manager said parking is free, but I don't think parking is free, because today now I came in and the gate was locked and I had to pay for parking. But I don't know if parking is free at night or after like a particular time, or it's not free, because I had to pay for parking today when I came in, and I'm not going to be paying for parking. So yeah, I'm going to talk to them and see. After I finish the conference call, I'm not actually be paying attention, but let me actually pay attention. There's actually an article that I can read afterwards, just explaining details of the presentation, so I can go back and read the article if I have to. So as a registered sleep tech, you have to be doing, so there is something called continuous medical education. So you have to keep educating yourself on the new research that is out there right now in terms of sleep, sleep medications, sleep therapy, sleep treatment, and all those things that are out there. And what the company does is they have like Friday rounds. So it's called Friday round. So every Friday there's like an hour-long presentation on a particular topic. It can be anything really, on a particular topic. And before the end of the year, you should have accumulated at least 25 hours. At least by the end of the year, you should have accumulated at least 25 hours of 25 CME hours. So it seems like, it might seem like it's easy to get 25, but sometimes you miss a few, and sometimes but as a registered tech, I have to record my hours for. As a registered tech, I have to record my hours for work and also to maintain my my certificate. So I have to maintain for work and also maintain for my certificate, because if I don't get my CMEs, then I will lose my certificate, my RPSGT certificate. So I'm going to just finish this, maybe make some notes. So We actually have a binder where we record all the CMEs that we've attended, just so it's easy to track, right, for all the texts as well. So all the texts are also meant to, everyone is meant to have 25. I'm not sure how many the doctors are meant to have, but I think it's probably 25 also. Yeah, but the doctors are also meant to have, everybody's meant to have CME. Everybody working is in sleep medicine, sleep anything is meant to have CME hours. So yeah, so I'm just gonna finish up with this one, then have my meeting with the techs, because the techs are coming back next week. I have to, I guess, have like a Q&A session if anyone has a question, what they want me to answer before they come back. The procedures that are in place. I've already sent them an email of everything that we have in place right now and what we'll be doing. But like, just to have like a sit down, talking, actually talking to each other. Maybe that will put their mind at ease, because it's like, I understand that there's still a pandemic out there, but there's still a pandemic out there, and we know that, and these are the steps that we've put in place to reduce your risk of getting the virus, right, or the disease, COVID-19, to reduce your risk of getting the disease. So I'm going to be also next week I'm going to have to come in at night to when the techs are here, so I can, it's just like a mock run. It's not really a mock run, because actually we are going to be doing it on real patients, just to show them. So it's written down, but I also have to come in and show them, because the manager has made that compulsory. So I have to come in and show them what they should be doing, how they should be letting patients in, how they should be doing throughout the night, just the processes to maintain social distance, in the lab while the patients are here, the PPE to wear during setup, and how the PPE works. This board right here also, like, it also has its own thing. So all the procedures, I'm going to be here to show them. Thankfully, I only have to come twice next week. I was going to work night shift next week, because not all my techs wants to come back. Everyone wants to come back. So I don't have the full capacity. But then we are still on full time. So we are still from Monday to Sunday. So we still have to run studies from Monday to Sunday. But then I don't have my full techs. So on Wednesday, I came here to interview a few people and just do like a little bit of training. Obviously, I cannot show them when they are here, because it's awkward. I came on Wednesday just to train like 2 techs that we are considering hiring, and just to show them what I need them to do, what they'll be doing during this study and everything. So hopefully everything goes well with them, and I'm able to get them for next week, because right now I don't have enough techs to be able to run at full capacity. And if I don't have enough techs, it means I will have to work some night shifts. And honestly, I am not a night person. I'm not a night person. I like to sleep. I like to sleep. Okay, even though I was working a night shift, it wasn't actually very easy, to be honest. But I survived it. So when I get the chance to to not have to work night shift, I would rather take that, because the thing is, even with the night shift, right, we don't have scorers right now. So I'm the only scorer right now. So I have to score all the studies that will be collected throughout next week. Thankfully, we actually have somebody that, like a senior person that can help with the fields, to help with some records. But the thing is, I'm not the only one that has this person. Like, this person is helping different locations, so it's basically first come first serve, right? So if you go to him first, I'm like, I have a few studies for you, are you available to score it? And if he says yes, then lucky you. But like, because he's we can give him the studies to score, does not mean he's going to be available to score them, right? So right now the main scorer is going to be me for this location. So I'm going to score most of the studies and give him some if needed. My senior tech that works my senior tech that works from home, that does all my scoring. Well, not all my scoring. I do some of the scoring too. That does most of the scoring. She's going to be working night shifts, because we need techs to work in night shifts. We need people to work the night shift. So she's going to be working night shift for now, and she's helping me out. So I appreciate that, honestly, because like, it's not easy to do. It's like everybody's complaining about, oh, they don't want to work, they don't want to, but then they don't know that it affects me. I might not be working night shifts, but I have things to do as well, right? Like all the studies they're going to be collecting next week, I have to score them. I'm not sure if they're going to be running day studies. The day studies are the the narcolepsy studies, which is MSLT and MWT studies. I don't know if we are going to be running those next, for now. I'm not sure. But right now, we're actually not doing PAP studies. We're just doing PSG. So no CPAP therapy done right now. I think it's easier to do for the CPAP therapy. The patients don't need to come to the lab, because that can be done at the patient's home, right? So you just give the patient the machine and the tracking and everything. Train the patient on how to use it, and then we collect the data afterwards to see the pressure that works best for the patient. So that's why we don't necessarily need to run the PAP studies at the lab right now. So all we are doing is just the diagnostic studies and just repeat studies. So patients that maybe they've had a sleep study a few years. So the repeat studies are basically patients that have had a few studies a few years ago. Sorry, they've had the sleep study a few years ago, but then they didn't pursue or they didn't go ahead with the therapy, and now they are experiencing the same sleeping problems, and they want to come back for another study to see if they still need the CPAP. Or patients that have lost a lot of weight and they have lost it, because the thing is, the bigger you are, the higher the possibility that the pressure that you're going to be given is going to be higher, right? So we have pressure up to like 23 centimeter water H2O, and so we have like really, really high pressure, and those are usually used for like big patients and patients with very, very severe sleep apnea. So so when you lose weight and something changes or something, or you maybe do surgery, oral surgery, just to like maybe if you have deviated septum covering, blocking your airway and whatnot, or your tonsils are blocking your airway and you do tonsillectomy, or remove your tonsils, and just do things that will maybe do surgery, lose weight, and other things that will reduce your chances of having sleep apnea and the severity of your sleep apnea as well. So those patients tend to come back for basically a diagnostic sleep study, just to see, okay, this patient has done all these things, did it help to reduce their sleep apnea, and do we still need to continue at that pressure? And if the patient is still having sleep apnea, what is the best pressure for this patient at this point in time, right? So I'm not actually paying attention to my thingy. It's actually being recorded. So the way they do it is, if you missed any of the Friday rounds, you can actually reach out to the person that is that is coordinating it, and is going to send you the recording, and you can watch the recording and record it. So watch the recording and make your notes. So it's not like, if you miss it one Friday, then that's the end of it. You can always go back to it, and if you have the article, you can also just read the article and just summarize it. And you don't need to like be there to watch it, because the thing is, it's a Friday round, and we have techs working night shift Thursday night, so they will not be awake at this time of the day to be watching any presentation. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Wow, I like to talk. Okay, I'm going to finish the rounds, have my meeting with my techs, and then I'll go downstairs to talk to the parking office, to the person in the parking office. Hey guys, so I just finished with the meeting with the techs. I think everything went well. I answered as many questions as I could, honestly. It's like, I understand why everybody's concerned, especially with this whole pandemic that doesn't seem to be getting better. So it seems like there's going to be a second wave of the pandemic, and it's not looking cute. Anyways, I'm done work already, so I'm just gonna pack up and go home. I already fixed the battery in the smoke detector, so it's no longer making a beeping sound. Also, I actually have to this text. I have to move. So the text said they would do, so the plan was to have them work on room 4, 5, room 4 and 6. But they said they would rather work on room 5 instead of 6. So I'm just going to move everything I've prepped here and take it to room 5, because that's what the text wants. So I just have this. I'll have this here, and the setup kit. That I have prepped, and put the setup kit here as well. So yeah, the smoke detector has stopped beeping, so we thank God for that. I'm going to just lock up stainless steel. I need stainless steel. Okay. Sorry, I'm moving you guys too much. Like, oh yeah, I might be able to find it here actually. Let me see. I don't know why this thing is looking so yellow. Anyways, I'm so hungry. Oh my god. So I just have the certificates of the techs. All the techs, they had to complete the IPAC course before they can come back to work. So yeah, I'm just stepping everything together and putting it in our folder. Basically, part of being the team lead is basically doing documentation, paperwork, and just reviews, scheduling, and replying emails. That's the most part about being a sleep tech. But like very little of it is actually patient interaction. I don't deal with patients on a regular basis. Like just when they are coming for like a sleep study, that's the only time I really have to deal with patients. And maybe if there's a particular patient that is giving the tech any trouble, they just call me to deal with the patient. Yeah. Oh my god, I am so hungry. Oh my god. I feel like if I don't eat right now, I'm going to pass out. So the secretary, I guess she didn't understand the fact that we're actually meant to schedule 4 patients for each night. For each night, but she only scheduled 2 patients. So while I was reviewing the schedule for next week, I noticed that she only scheduled 2 patients. So I had to email her and be like, something is not right here. I've scheduled 2 techs to work and I'm only seeing 2 patients on the schedule. Anyways, she's working on it right now. I just hope she's able to find people to come in. If not, that's fine, I guess. I don't know. Like, I will have to cancel one tech. The thing is, techs are already looking for opportunities to not even work. Anyways, so yeah, if she can't find anyone to come cover the shift, then she's going to. Yeah, I'll just have to cancel 1 tech. That's it, because like each tech is meant to have 2 patients. But if I schedule 2 techs, then there are not enough patients for 2 techs. Anyways, I'm so hungry. It's time for lunch. Actually, I've not eaten today. It's 1:40 right now. I'm doing the intermittent fasting, 18-6-1. I was doing the 20-24, but I started to feel like I was going to pass out. The 24 one, I started to feel like I was going to pass out, and like it was so bad. Oh my god, I was actually weak. I could not do anything. But if I'm going to come back to work and actually be able to work, then I can't do 28, 24. I mean, the thing is, like the way I scheduled it, if I eat really late in the night, then it's going to affect my first meal of the day next week. No, not next week, the following day. So like I was always eating very late in the night, like around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, because I forget to eat, and when it's not time for dinner, it's already very late in the night. So yeah, it was really bad. There was one time I didn't eat anything till like 6-7 o'clock, or even 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. I didn't eat anything till like 8 p.m. I wanted to pass us. My friend was like, I can't eat. I'm like, no, I have to do it. And because it's like, there's this app I'm using right now, and it's like, I will look at the app and I'm like, oh, okay, just 2 hours, I can do it. That's why I was saying it's vlog. It's vlog when you're hungry. Anyways, I'm about to go talk to the parking officer, person in the parking office. I don't know what they are called, and then I'll go home from there. Actually, I'll go to the grocery store. Actually, I need to pick up something from the grocery. I'm so sorry, dry lips. I'll go to the grocery store after that. Yeah. So this is basically, I can end the video here because I'm done with work right now. So these are the steps that we've put in place just to help, just to reduce the. So yeah, I think I'm going to actually end the video here because this is a day in my life as a sleep tech, right? I'm about to go home. There's nothing else really to show you right now. I'm preparing for the I'm preparing the lab for the sleep study. I'm going to come on Monday just to do like a surface cleaning, some wiping, and just a little bit of cleaning, just so the room is ready, clean, sanitized, hygienic, everything before the patient starts coming in. And then I'm also going to be meeting up with the techs at night to show them the procedure, like how they should let the patients in, how they should basically do everything. I already talked to them, with the meeting I had today. So hopefully they kind of have an idea of what is meant to be done. But still, I'm going to still come in because I have to come in. I'm going to come in. Actually, I'm not even coming at night. I'll just schedule myself to be here late in the night. So instead of coming in the morning and then going back home, I'll just come later in the afternoon or later in the evening, so I can do 6 hours at work, or maybe 8 hours next Monday. And yeah, and then I also have to, oh no, I just realized I still have to come in the morning because the person that is bringing the laundry is coming in the morning. He comes in the morning. I'm thinking if I need to come here on Monday morning, because he brings the laundry. I know it's easier if I'm already in the lab. I can just open the door for him and let him into the lab. And the lab has like an alarm code. So if you don't have an alarm code, when you open the door, the alarm is going to go off. So I don't know. But the thing is, the building superintendent can actually let him into the lab. But I'm just gonna come. I'll have to come early in the day and also come at night as well, because I'm not going to stay here throughout the day. I can't come at myself. I'll maybe come in by around, I usually get here around 10-11. So I'll come around 10 o'clock and maybe 11, depending on how I'm feeling. I'll come and let him in. And then I'll get the laundry from him, and then that's it. Yeah, I'm about to go home. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for always for your support. Thank you for your support. Stay tuned for my next video. It's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I don't know what it is yet because I've not filmed it. But you guys know now. I always bring the videos. So yeah, I'm going to see you in my next video. Please make sure to subscribe if you like content like this. If you guys would like me to make more videos about my work, like I don't know if you guys are interested in my work life, but if you guys would like me to make more videos about my work, I've been getting a lot of comments about like the specifics of my work, like the exam, what I studied, what I used to study to pass the exam. I wrote it one time and I passed it. So like what I used to study and all those things. I can share the materials with you because like it's on my computer, it's just there. So if you want me to make a video on how I passed my RPS GT exam, how I studied for it, how long I studied for it also, so just let me know. I can make a video on that, and leave a link to all the documents that I used to study. Leave them in the description box. All you have to do is just click the description box and you can use that. Yeah, let me know if you want me to make a video. I can do that. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next one.